Deep Dive Gaming.
Hello people, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and this is Sim Settlements 2 for Science. And before I get started, I just want to note that either this episode or the next will end our settlement growth for a little bit, and turn once again towards blending Fallout 4 and Sim Settlements 2 stories. Before all that, last episode we laid out our entire Jamaica Plain settlement, but we need to set building plans for our residential plots. We'll use duo military cot plan for each, as that will give us 10 beds. We'll add more residential plots as we need them, since we have room still in the house. And I just realized I forgot to set up a city planner's desk, so we'll do that next so that we can do our auto assignment. There we go. Now we've got a newcomer to the settlement. I saw him just as I was going up to work on the bed situation. Alright, now that we've got him assigned, we can go ahead and come into here, go to options, go to gameplay, go to local settings, and choose auto assignment. On. Again, no recruiting, as I'm saving that for later on down the road. But let's go ahead and turn our attention to taking independence, which I believe is in this list somewhere. If not, we can go talk to Preston and get it.
We've gotten big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our settlements. It's a good problem to have, and I have a solution. I think it's time to retake the castle. It has a powerful radio transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
The story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. A lot of the leaders were killed in that battle, and I guess nobody ever felt it was worth the risk to try to retake it. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
And then while he heads off to round up some troops, we're going to go ahead and get our usual complement of kits. We can grab the caravan creation kit. We'll get our settlement creation kit. And then we'll make sure we have ASAM sensors on our person. Alrighty, so we can head that way ourselves. I will meet you there. And here's Preston and his group.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out.
Now, we've been having some trouble with this game crashing at the castle. And I want to blame the Brotherhood of Steel simply because they're here. But it may be something else. Hopefully we don't get any crashes during our attempt here.
Damn. Looks like they've been nesting. We're gonna have to take out these eggs, or they'll be back before we know it.
Lurks like to hole up inside old buildings, so the walls are probably full of them.
Sure looks that way. Let's do this, General. Which one do you want? Yeah! All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find. Let's go see if there's anything left of the old transmitter. Well, I guess it could be worse. See what you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
Alright, so what we'll do, we'll take possession of the workbench. We'll do what we normally do, which is the configure build limits. And then what we're actually going to do is fast travel away and then come back. Because when we come back, this place will have been cleaned up. We won't have to deal with mirelurks or mirelurk nests or eggs or any of that. So stand by for a mo. Alrighty, there we go. A clear courtyard and a clear castle. Before I get too far in though, I want to mention that I had to come over to the workshop, go to Power Tools, and click Destroy Power Grid. Because during the battle, I had some crashes, and multiple times during reloads, it would just crash right back to the desktop. And we're also going to do Destroy All Wires, which requires staying in workshop mode until it's done. Now, there aren't that many wires, so we'll see if this works. And we did have a crash during the first attempt, but we did succeed during the second attempt, so it's always worth a retry. But that means we'll have to rewire a couple things that came natively wired, but that's okay, because we are going to be pretty much raising this place and starting over from scratch. And now that we've got that fixed, we can start cleaning. We'll come into Clean My Settlement and first run this castle cleanup fix. And then we'll clean everything up. Now that that's done, we can go to raise base settlements. Okay, now one final step, because we have a fellow Minutemen here who fell in battle. We're going to go ahead and get them buried by removed corpses. There we go. And now that that's accomplished, let's go ahead and drop off our settlement creation kit. And then we will build a container outside of the castle for our caravan creation kit. We got plenty of room outside. We can even come around here. Sort of straight. Okay, so let's wire this up really quick. But coming back around, we'll go ahead and use our caravan creation kit now, or caravan construction kit. I've been calling it wrong this entire time. And then because most of our visitors will come in through the front gate, we'll go ahead and put this caravan plot out here at the boundary. Now, the Minutemen that are left over after the fight, if you get to keep any, all have assigned duties already. This guy, for example, he's always going to be on the radio, so we can't really assign him to anything. And there's other guys as well. Preston's waiting for us to finish the quests, but there's also this lady. And what they will look like, it'll be different. Now, this says we can command and assign, so I'm going to see what happens when I grab her and assign her to the caravan. I don't have much hope that this is actually going to work, but it's worth a shot. So we've got that success. I would be careful though. It may be one of those conditions with vanilla NPCs that you can assign them, walk away, and they will be deassigned while you're gone. We'll be sure to check on this a couple of times as we go back and forth between different areas, but for now, I think we're going to be able to work with it while we're at least in the settlement, and it'll hook up to our caravan network and give us supplies to build more stuff. Alright, just waiting for the connection to the caravan network. We know Jamaica Plain's close enough because we've done this in the past. There it goes. The next thing we want to accomplish is finishing taking independence. We want to power up the radio transmitter. that involves setting up a power plot. And I'm actually going to do an internal power plot. The drawback is you don't get advanced internal power plots. So I may also set up a power generator in here when we've got the nuclear reactors available. And what I'm going to do, and I was actually thinking about doing this when we go recruiting for the settlements we've just finished completing, but I think maybe I'll go do it now. We have people in Sanctuary, people in Abernathy that have been training, even people in Sunshine Tidings I think have been training. So I'm going to go see if I can find anyone trained with intelligence that I can send to the castle to run the power plot. And we're back at the castle. I found Old Man Jenkins in Sanctuary. He's fully trained, and his job there was scaver, meaning he was assigned to one of the junk piles, so no big loss for Sanctuary. He's better used here. So let's make sure that our power plot here is actually going to be a power plot. Yeah, and you see no advanced power plot here, so we'll go ahead and choose generator room. Like I said, we may do a nuclear reactor in here, or we'll do an advanced power plot outside at some point in the future. Let's go ahead and get Old Man Jenkins nearby. And I might as well scan him so you can see. He has 10 intelligence, so he's perfect. Okay, so while that's building, let's get some wiring going. We not only have to hook this up to the radio, but we also need to get it wires run over so we get the water pump functional. Okay, that gets us water and power. Cool. Okay, I think that's everything now to get outside. And we gotta go from this terminal here over to the radio tower. And that's that. One last thing to do before we talk to Preston. I'm actually going to put the city planner's desk down, and then after we can... Ooh, we need to switch that off for a minute.
We've just gotten word that a settlement is in trouble. Anyone within range, please respond.
Now we won't be talking over us or us talking over him.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, This is really something. Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime.
Okay, so, like I said, let's grab him before he leaves. And let's actually, oops, we gotta move him first. So move, castle, and then let's grab him and set him as mayor. President Garfield is now in charge of the castle. Okay. So we'll not do a complete build, I don't think. We'll get some things started. Defenses, we'll definitely need to get those going, and farming, we'll need to get that going. And we'll probably have to recruit some from other settlements to get this place going fully. Right, you know what? It's getting dark. I'm gonna nap until morning and we will attack this then. Okay, here we are with a bright sunny day. So the first thing we should probably address is the defense problem. Because right now we've got plenty of water, and according to the HUD we have enough food for everybody. So let's get on to defenses. And now we could play and we could try putting something in here because this would fit some sort of defense plot, but instead we'll put it out here next to the caravan plot. Actually, no, I'm completely forgetting. We have these spaces up here that are perfect for turret mounted outposts. And we'll also do a checkpoint over by this side. Probably do it here and over there. And let's build a bridge across so that we don't always have to go down and then back up again. Isn't that just so much easier? And then pay and build. And then let's... Doesn't look like we got this all the way straight across. So I'm going to see if I can select it all and get it to line up better. There, that looks better. Cool. Alright. Now, just to see... Yeah, I'm going to have this down here. So I'm going to grab some more scaffolding and complete the project here. I think we'll call that a win, and then we can fill this in with some walls or blocks or something, but we'll wait on that for later. I think, however, it's time to go hiring, and I think we will head back to Sanctuary because we had people training in agility there. They will be perfect for this settlement's defenses. Okay, so apparently we didn't have anyone trained in Sanctuary, but here in Abernathy I did find one guy who we could send to the castle, and then also ran into Alan Walsh, who I don't think I've ever actually done anything with him yet. So on the scan, we see he's got 5 agility. He's also got perception and intelligence, which I think will come in handy. So let's go ahead and get him hired.
Hey.
Hey there, Chief. I don't suppose there's anything you need repaired. Machines, plumbing, small electronics, you name it.
Do you want to set up a permanent shop? I know the perfect place.
Are you for real? You would offer me a place to stay, just like that. Well, in that case, there's something you should know. I've been run out of a few places because of my experiments. But that won't be a problem. I promise not to do anything dangerous without your say-so. So just... thanks for giving me a chance, Chief.
Alright, we'll go ahead and send him to the castle. And then we'll look around Abernathy because I think we might have 1 or 2 more people we can send. But I will introduce you when I find them. Okay, so none of the rest of my settlements actually had anyone that I could transfer. They either didn't have the agility or they were already security guards defending settlements. So, my recruitable settler list has Rick here in the Boylston Club. And he's actually 9, so he's perfect. So let's go ahead and hire him.
Hi.
Yeah?
You looking for a new place to settle?
Could be. Why, do you know of somewhere good?
Send him to the castle.
Thanks. See you there in a day or two.
And then we will head back and get everybody assigned. Okay, here we are back at the castle, and before I get to doing assignments, let's deal with the bed problem, because we are now short. And I know you guys would prefer I'd probably build normal residential plots, but I'm in a bit of a time crunch, so I think we're about at the point where we need to end this episode. So I'm just going to build a couple more beds like this, and then we'll come back to the castle later and flesh things out a little bit more, make it more Sim Settlements 2 friendly. But let's get one more bed in here. There we go. That should deal with that. Now let's go ahead and find our recruits and get them assigned to... There's one. Go ahead and grab him and run him up this way.
I can do that.
And then, let's see, do we have the other guys yet? Let's go ahead and run over here, and we will summon them to us. Wrong menu. Wrong menu. Perfect. Okay. So, Rick, go ahead and take over that plot. And then you, my good settler. I love this. I can just cross. I don't have to go down and back up again. Take that one for me, please, dear settler. And then while they're building that, I'm going to go ahead and set up some recreation. We'll go ahead and do another agility plot, because that way they can continue their training and we can maybe get more trained as they arrive. And then we will summon our board. So him and him. Actually, technically, where's the other guy? Should be Alan we assign. So we'll make them the owner. There we go. 2 assigned. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. Next episode, we'll make a pass through all of our established settlements and make sure there aren't any problems. We'll do upgrades. It might even turn on auto upgrades and auto assignment, leaving the settlements to manage themselves while we're working on other things. And sadly, I had to bag my For Science special episode that I've been working on. The science wasn't working as expected, but I'm looking into it. So, until next time, go check out my now completed Let's Play tutorial series here on YouTube for Sim Settlements 2. Also, come say hi on my Twitch channel. Monday through Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern Time is more of this, Sim Settlements 2. Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern Time right now is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Also, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you see when new videos release or there are announcements from me. For now, enjoy the science. Bye-bye.